Morning, sixth graders. Today we're going to be doing some filler lessons, and actually all this week we're going to be doing some lessons that are not in our new curriculum. However, they're ones that were a big part of the curriculum last year, and we don't want to make sure that you know what you're doing with our operations with integers. Now remember, our integers are positive numbers, negative numbers, and zero. So today our focus is going to be adding integers. Tomorrow subtraction, Thursday we're doing multiplying, and Friday we're doing dividing. So adding integers is our focus today. Now, we're going to be going over two different rules, and the rules are different depending on the signs. So if you are adding two integers and they have the same sign, so that means that they are both positive or they are both negative. What you're going to do is you are going to add the numbers and then just keep whatever sign they're using. First example, if we have our 8 plus 4, you guys have been doing 8 plus 4 for a while there, we have two positive numbers, we're just going to add that for 12 and keep our sign. Now in this case, we have two negative numbers. We're going to add those two numbers, 2 plus 1, 3, and then we're going to keep the sign as 3. Now on the assignment, you might see something that looks like this. Occasionally, for your negative number, they're going to put it in in parentheses, just to kind of show that, yes, that is negative. So here we have negative 7 plus a negative 8. Adding the 7 and 8 together, we have 15, and then we're going to keep it as negative because both of those ones are negative. So when we have the same sign, so both positive or both negative, we're going to add the numbers and then keep whatever sign they started with. Now, our rule is different when we have different signs. So when we have different signs, so if we have a positive plus a negative or a negative plus a positive, we're actually not going to be adding. Instead, you're going to find the difference. You guys, the way I remember this, if you have different signs, you find the difference. So when we find the difference, remember, that's subtraction. So what's going to happen? You are going to subtract those two numbers, and then you're going to use the sign that has the higher absolute value. So I'll show you an example here. So here we have a negative 5 plus 7. Because we have different signs, we're going to find the difference. We're going to subtract 5 and 7, and that is 2. Now, here we have the absolute value of 5, here we have the absolute value of 7, so it's going to take the sign of the higher absolute value. So this is a positive 2. Our next example, we have a positive 2 plus a negative 3. Because we have different signs, we're going to find the difference between those two, which is 1. And because our negative 3 has a higher absolute value than positive 2, it's going to be a negative number, so our answer will be negative 1. Next example, different signs. We need to find the difference between these two. The difference is 10, and because 12 has a higher absolute value than 2, we are going to stay with that positive 12. So when we have different signs, we're going to find the difference between those two, so we're going to subtract those two, and then we're going to use the sign that has one with a higher absolute value. So these right here are showing our different rules. Now you can use those rules, or if you are more of a visual learner, you can also use a number line. When we're using a number line, know that when we have a positive number, we're going to go to the right. When we have a negative number, we're going to go to the left. So if I'm looking at this example, I'm always going to start at 0. I had a positive 5 plus a negative 2. For my positive 5, I'm going to go 5 to the right, and then from there, because I have a negative 2, I'm going to go 2 to the left, and that would keep me at that, or bring me to that 3 spot. So our answer there would be 3. So if we're using the number line, keep in mind positive to the right, negative to the left, and wherever we end up, that would be our answer. With your adding integers, whatever works best for you. If it works best to use those rules, or if you are a visual learner, you can also use a number line. There is a number line on your worksheet today. The worksheet is front and back of our old math curriculum. So this is something that is going to be a little filler, that something that normally we wouldn't do with this new one, but we want to make sure that you got this knowledge. Tomorrow we're going to be doing subtracting integers, so check back for tomorrow and I'll talk to you later. Bye.